Hey loves, I hope you're having a fantastic day today. So in this video, I actually want to make sure that you are using your techniques and your techniques aren't using you. And I'll explain exactly what I mean in just a moment. So I've actually had a lot of people in coaching sessions talk about other coaches, and I would always go with whatever manifestation coach, whatever law of assumption, whatever coach makes you feel the absolute best. But I have had some people mention that coaches would give them techniques and they would get into this feeling of they were manifesting just to manifest. And a really, really long time ago, I touched upon this idea. But remember, we don't want to manifest just to manifest. We don't want to do these techniques just as a way, as like a time killer in between. We always want these techniques to be making a change within us internally, because that's where the power is going to reside. So if you ever feel as if you're doing a technique in manifesting your specific person or manifesting whatever, and you don't like it, it doesn't make you feel good, it feels forced, it feels boring, feels stressful, you have my permission to get rid of it and then do something else. Do something that's more enjoyable. Now, will I say if we're not feeling in the end state and we want to get into the habit of it, yes, it may sometimes feel a little forced to get into the habit of journaling or visualizing or getting into the state. But not being good at visualization is different from really not desiring to do it or in the state of manifesting just to manifest. Because instead of just doing things to have that thing happen outside of you, so writing your affirmations down or journaling, saying your affirmations, visualizing, we want to have a change in being. So who we are internally. Not what we're doing externally, because we can change and do literally anything outside of us, but it's not going to make that manifestation or that change unless we become a different individual. So I would always focus on becoming someone different. And the best way I always deal with anyone feeling like, okay, well, am I actually making a change? Or anytime someone gets into, I would say, a really frustrated portion of their manifestation, because we all are going to do this, we'll end up doing that thing where we are manifesting just to manifest. We're not really making an internal state change. We're not really changing our thoughts, beliefs, and actions. We are changing our affirmations or changing and adding journaling and visualizations, but it's not changing us internally. And really, you could get rid of, if you could make that change internally, you can actually get rid of everything else happening in your reality. Nothing else really matters except for the state change. And that's why you've heard in Joseph Murphy, Neville Goddard, all of their books and their lectures talk about how we can assume the state right now. And to know and believe that you can quantum leap to what you want, if techniques were something necessary or 100% important and you couldn't do without, I will say I would always use techniques to get you into the state. It's a really good way of doing it. But if techniques were needed, then we couldn't quantum leap, right? We wouldn't be able to switch our feelings in an instant and then see changes happening in our reality. But we know that a lot of the times we've seen hundreds, thousands, millions of success stories of people quantum leaping to what they want. So the way that we should focus then is that the power resides with the feeling, the understanding, the expectancy, the belief, rather than anything outside of you. And I actually want you to take a moment and just think about something that you feel is really, really permanent to your reality at the current moment. So maybe it's your shirt, right? In that case, how often have you affirmed for your shirt? And you'd say, well, none. And maybe you visualize momentarily before you put it on, but you don't do techniques to keep your shirt with you, because your shirt is your assumption and it's automatic. It's your belief. It's not anything extra that you have to think about or worry about. And I want everyone in here to get to the same idea with our shirt as with our specific person or any other manifestation. Because when you know that you have it, when it's an assumption and a belief that is right here and right now, and you don't have to do anything in order to receive it because it's already yours, that's that quantum leap to that reality. And that's actually what we want to be focusing on doing when it comes to manifesting. So I would ask yourself right here and right now, do the things that you're manifesting, are we manifesting to manifest, or are we manifesting to create a change in ourselves and in our reality? And like I mentioned, there is a huge, huge difference in those two. So always think, if you're doing something you don't like, or if you miss your affirmations and you have you start to freak out, oh my gosh, I'm not going to be able to manifest because I missed my affirmations. Don't feel that way. It's not the techniques, it's the feeling. And sometimes I would actually even say, if you're really frustrated with something happening around you, and going into your visualization kind of just makes you feel worse, or your affirmations or your journaling, I would say a really easy way to do that, because the state is the most important. Find anything and do literally anything to get your state back to a happiness, a positive feeling. And that can be even just, putting a smile on for 5 minutes, forcing a smile. I know it's weird, but I do it in a lot of my coaching sessions, and you can change your state instantly. And you guys know this by just putting a smile or doing something that makes you feel happy. And I know it sounds funny that oh my gosh, so eating my favorite food for dinner when I'm feeling down, or going for a walk, or reading my favorite book, that's going to help me manifest. And yeah, because it's going to be putting you into that wish fulfilled state. Your internal state just needs to match what you would feel had you already received what you want. And in your end state, you're going to have confidence, happiness, patience, love, all of the abundant and amazing emotions. So if we can get into the frequency and consistency of getting into that, that is a billion times more important. But don't be manifesting just to manifest, because that's actually what gets us into this. I know in my previous video, I talked about the hamster wheel idea. That can actually put us into the hamster wheel idea, where we're not really making a state change. We're just doing it. And as you heard, if you guys haven't checked out my other video, definitely check it out. That's why your subconscious keeps making you kind of repeat that, because you are destined for what you desire. So it must make you receive it. But I would take a look at everything you're doing, and always remember, manifestation is meant to be easy, meant to be effortless. It doesn't have to be hard. Sometimes it feels that way. But in the same way, when you started learning how to ride a bike, and to today, riding a bike is easy, effortless for you. And if you could go back in time to when you learned a bike, you could instantly hop on, and you would be telling yourself, this is the easiest thing you could ever do. So what are you worrying about? Your future self is saying that to you right now. So let me know if you did have any questions or comments on this idea in the comment section below. Remember, you can also reach out to me on my website if you did want to send me a personal question, or maybe awesome success story, or maybe if you wanted one-on-one coaching at kyleaugustcoaching.com. I would absolutely love to help you on your journey, but these videos also hopefully are helping you out massively. Don't forget to leave a thumbs up on this video as well, and then don't forget to subscribe so you don't miss any of these awesome videos. And also, because I want to see you comment your awesome and amazing success story when you get it. Thanks again so much for stopping by and watching, and I'll see you in the next video.